Seat TV Sports. My name is Dale Schwetz with Jan Erik Frank, and we are live for the Grand Champions Polo Club, and we're back on Field 4 or 5, they call it, right in between 4 and 5 at the Grand Champions Polo Club for the Metropolitan Cup 6-goal. 4 chuckers of pole today, a very important game with Roseview Farms Woodmere. And they're going to be in the black and gold today against TuffRider in the white and black. Yeah?
Let's just quickly tell you who the players are. We'll start with, as you just said, the black and yellow. That's Roseview Farms Woodmere. At number 1, playing off -1, Abigail Fry. At number 2, playing off 0 goals, Alex Burkland. And then at number 3, Pablo Dorgnac, the 4-goaler, the highest rated player on that team. And at number 4, playing off 2 goals, Juan Villamil. In the white, TuffRider, led by Timmy Sharma at number 1.
Yeah, I think they might have switched it up. Yeah, not to interrupt you. I think they're going to go ahead and put Benjamin Obregon at the number 1 today.
Thank you.
A little switch around there. He's in the red helmet. And then go ahead with Timmy.
Timmy at number 2. Thank you very much. Timmy Sharma, both of them, the number 1 and the number 2, playing off 0 goals. At number 3, Joaquin Vilgre, the 1-goaler and the highest rated player, not only on that team, but on the entire field. Agustin Obregon from, well, you know, the Obregons. It's always worth keeping a close eye on any time an Obregon is playing. 6 goals versus 5, so half a goal given to the yellow Roseview Farms and Woodmere.
Yeah, this is going to be Augustin's nephew playing with him today. As we know, all the different Obregons. Now, a huge game. We'll go through it really quick because the TuffRider team, they are part of that bracket B, and that was just where the Continuum just won. So at the moment, you do have 3 Graces, 3-0, Continuum 3-0, and if TuffRider was to win, they would be 3-0, and we'd have to go to a shootout to find out who's first and second to play against Smithfield Farm and Victory that are in bracket C and have already made it through. Smithfield Farm being number 1, Victory being number 2. They play a cross bracket on the semis. If they were to lose, that would leave 3 Graces and the Continuum tied, and we would go to net goals because they didn't play against each other to find out who was first and second.
As they are in the same group.
Yeah, they're in the same group. Because we did have A and B. They did play a cross bracket. Just to bring you up to speed, I think most of the people watching have been following this 9 teams, which has been fantastic to see in our 6-goal. It has been very competitive. So this is a huge game. And I know this Roseview Farms team, Woodmere, Jan, they have been just getting edged out of every game. So I'm sure they're out of the contention. But I think they'd love to end this on a win. So this could be a tough game here for the TuffRider team.
Oh, and just as you were coming to the end of that, the ball did eventually cross the line, but it did not come off the man who had the great run, Benjamin Obregon. There you can see him on your screen with the red helmet. You can see again he was working it, dragging the team in just before the finishing line. I think the ball actually, somebody got a piece of it, or did it roll over by itself? Either way, it is a very cracking first goal here. Early on, similar like we saw in the earlier match between the Polo School and Continuum, took them less than a minute, and we had our first goal of the match. So back to the halfway line we go. And as you can see, TuffRider picking up that goal. And I'm just going to put it down to Benjamin Obregon. So, and again, this time in defense. Oh, what the nicest of touches here coming from Alex Burkland. Did you see that, Dale? Just an elegant little touch. All the hard work had been done by Juan Villamil. He gets into the perfect position, a little bit too far here for Obregon to do anything with, and just a little flick of the wrist, and bang, we have a goal apiece.
Yeah, and it looks like they actually, no, they switched it up. Yeah, there's Alex. So they keep an eye on number 3 and number 4, and with Juan and Pablo, they play very well together at the back of the game. They'll switch it up, and especially on their rating, and Alex will fill the spots perfect as he did just there.
And he's on the move again, and this time gets stopped in his tracks.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to turn the corner here, And I think we're going to get a courtesy change. Our mounted official today looks like Esteban Ferrari will be doing the honors. Right off right there. Anyway, coming up under the swing, we'll see what they decide, as they are going to use the courtesy change. So we'll have all our players change up pretty quick right now. And, of course, Esteban Ferrari, one of our top umpires from Argentina, as we were talking about our international group of umpires from Argentina, the U.S., and the U.K., coming together, working as a team. We are not using the replay challenge system in our Metropolitan Cup 6 goal, but we are using the triggers. So in the case, Jan, that there was to check and see if a goal was scored, check and see if the ball goes in or out of bounds, to check and see if any uneven ride-off, any kind of combination of players coming together with mallets or horses, any unsportsmanlike conduct, the umpire can radio here to the CTV Sports Studios, in which I will work as the instant replay official. And we'll be doing that through all of our games, all of our tournaments through the season, through the 2025 season here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And, of course, once we get to the World Polo League, we will introduce the challenge system and in our higher goal polo. So a lot of people ask about the challenge system, and it's become such a big part of the game of polo.
And away we go then, on the move with the number 3, Pablo Dorgnac. Did he keep that ball in play? He did, ever so slightly. Stopped and turned, and away we go with Obregon. Now, I'll be looking forward to seeing him. You mentioned he is the nephew, playing off 5 goals. And a very nice, clean ball up to Benjamin Obregon. And look at this, combination, precision passes. Ball gets over the halfway line. Benjamin will get another crack at this. And look at him go. And this is what I enjoy about this game so much. You see him now, and he was in a very similar position only about a minute or so ago. Again, cleared by Villamil. Looking for Burkland. Beg your pardon, Pablo Dorgnac. Man with the number 3 on his shirt. Alex Burkland with the number 2 on his shirt. Let's have another look at this on your replay here. Yeah, it's definitely Pablo.
Yeah, ball coming across the field, 45 degrees. Number 4 in the white, coming from right to left. Player following the ball has a right of way over the player moving. Falls across the right of way. Nobody going forward here. They'll drop the ball for the spot. Penalty 5A. And it's going to be, it looks like, he started out there with Villamil.
And Villamil's found a little space on the left-hand side. In comes Obregon, gets a piece of it, sends it out to the boards. First man there will be Vilgre. Joaquin. Looking over his shoulder, clever play, leaves it for Obregon. Hammers one down, looking for Benjamin. A little bit too far out to the right-hand side, Villamil. Thought he might have played the backhand, but plays it out towards the boards again. A little bit more space for him to make his next play. Still, Villamil. Picked up nicely now by Dorgnac. Now, Dorgnac, as we know, a very powerful and also one of those clever players. Nice touch here by Abigail Fry. Gets it over the halfway lines, working it very well, dragging the team. A little bit too much, but again, nicely done there by Benjamin. Picked up now by Agustin Obregon. TuffRider, turning it around deep in their own half. A lot of composure here being displayed. Down comes the near side backhand hammer from Dorgnac, intercepted. And there was a whistle.
Shoots across the center there with 52 seconds on the clock. Juan Vilgre comes across. And we'll make sure, see if he got caught here. As they'll take that one back. As the white was on the move, the TuffRider team, keeping the attack. They're going to use Timmy Sharma and Benjamin Obregon. They rotate around at the number 1 and 2 position. Watch them. They pull the team very well, Timmy and Benjamin. Both on A-rated, too, and so they are very special. Then they score goals. We do have a right-of-way violation here. It looks like they're going to check on this one, or they're asking a question. We'll see if they need help. Or they're checking on the time, maybe, as our mounted official. Esteban, looks like they are going to drop this ball from the spot for the penalty 5A. And it will be Juan Villamil to do the honors here.
takes a shot, sends it out to the left-hand side. A little touch by Pablo Dorgnac. Switches it, well, over to the backhand now. Nicely done. Read well by Benjamin Obregon. He'll be the first man to jump on that line. Obregon coming around that bend. Oh, played. And look at that, another prestigious, pristine pass up to the number 2, Timmy Sharma. Tries to center it now on the approach. A little cut shot, and look at that, just tucks it on the inside of that near side post. Well done, Timmy.
You got to keep an eye on these two. They do a great job. I love the way they play off each other, the 1 and 2. You never know who the number 4's got to cover because they switch it up so quickly. And when they do, they score goals. And Timmy and Benjamin are going to get the first 2 goals of the game. So that'll end our first Chucker play. We'll get everybody on some fresh ponies, and we'll be right back for Chucker number 2. Stay with us.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Oh, welcome back to our second Chucker. And remember, we have a 5-goal team with the black and gold, Roseview Farms, Woodmere, and against TuffRider in the black and white and black. So 0.5 being given, 1 goal scored by Alex Burkland, and then a goal scored by Timmy and Benjamin, making it 2 to 1.5. Remember, we have Abigail Fry playing the 1, Alex Burkland playing the 2, Pablo Dorgnac playing the 3, and Juan Villamil in the black and gold. And then in the white, we have Benjamin Obregon, Timmy Sharma, and Joaquin Vilgre, and Agustin Obregon. And big game here today. See if the TuffRider team can get a 3-0 handicap and get to that tie with the bracket B and 3 Graces and the continuing. And I know they're all sitting back watching right here. Yeah, and this is big time right now for the 6 goal to see who makes it to the semis.
And away we go here. Villamil finding Dorgnac, and look at this, perfectly played on the near side. The pickup now by, well, he tried to, Alex Burkland. Would have been a very nice combination. Stolen back by Obregon, not as far as he would have liked, and just with a little, oh, I was going to say he was going to run away with that one, was Pablo Dorgnac. Again, Obregon turning things around. Nice pace here being displayed by both teams. TuffRider gets it over the halfway line. Obregon cuts back, turns around, utilizing the open space. He's got Dorgnac coming in for a challenge. Dorgnac able to clear it. And that's a nice ball up to Abigail Fry. She was a little bit slow out of the starting blocks there. Joaquin Vilgre. And that whistle will stop the action at 4:27.
So you get a group of players come together here as Vilgre turns the ball inside, kind of pushes the ball back underneath everybody, and then they converge. Looked like we had a blocking foul right around center field. And we'll see where they decide to move this ball. Looks like they're going to go ahead and move it down. And, yeah, they're going to go ahead and place this ball at the 60-yard mark. So, opportunity here early in the second chukker. Remember, only 4 chukkers in our 6-chukker polo. And this is where you want to be on the penalty line. We were just talking about Agustin Obregon. He actually coached the Grand Champions Polo Club Women's Open team last year. And, we were actually out there during their semifinal game, which was an amazing game. Congratulations to making the semis. And he's a great polo player and coach.
Obregon taking that penalty 4. It gets defended, that's for sure. Or did it go through?
Yeah, I think he's going to get one here.
Wow. I thought they blocked it, but, wow, he found a little gap there. And another goal here, so well played from a penalty 4 spot.
Very well done, and a must-needed play here. You want every one of these on the penalty line. Agustin doing a good job to put that one away and come back to the center. Remember, we are going to switch directions for any of our new viewers, and away we go.
So 3 to 1.5, and here we go. The nephew here of Agustin, Benjamin Obregon, leaves it. Agustin hammers one downfield again. Just trickling over. A little unlucky there for Juan Villamil, who would have been the first player to try and keep it within bounds.
Good shot, and that's going to put everybody right down in their camp. So we should get a quick courtesy change here, as all the players are going to go ahead and switch it up quickly. And we'll start with a knock-in. That ball went just out of bounds. Very clean first chukker. They both came out ready to go. That .5 was in place. And as I said, both these teams have been, a lot of the teams, I got to say, I want to commend all the teams, all the 9 teams that played this year in the Metropolitan Cup, as the teams were keeping each other off the penalty line. It never really became a penalty shootout in any of the games. It was more based on just good play, good pony power. Good shot here of Juan Villamil. And, they're going to line up here. So the Roseview Farms Woodmere team will start play with a knock-in after our courtesy change.
Well, they've definitely got the better start to this very important game. And as you said, Dale, Victory Polo and Smithfield Farms already qualified and in the semis. And away we go. Villamil out to the right-hand side, looking for his number 2. Alex Burkland. Just beaten to it there by Benjamin Obregon. In comes Dorgnac. Pablo slightly topped it, wanted to get another piece of it on the halfway line. The backhand, oh, nicely played. And look at that, perfectly played into the lap of Obregon. Near side back coming in from Alex Burkland once again. And it'll be Villamil with a little bit of space here in midfield. Straight away he's on it, Benjamin Obregon. First time I've seen him play. And again, a very intelligent player there. A little bit unlucky, not able to control it. And we have a whistle on that new right-of-way, or that new line that was already established. And we have a very slight right-of-way infringement, but slight is enough for that whistle there. You can see it coming down the line was Agustin Obregon.
Yeah, very good job here by young Benjamin to turn. He's another one of these young players that's above his age on the polo field. His polo mentality is amazing. He turns the ball back to the left side, and he brings it back to the right to change, and that lines out his team, and they pick up the right-of-way violation.
And he's on the move again. This time it looked like it was the number 4, Juan Villamil, who was slightly offside. You can see it here. Benjamin, and there, just rubbing the back of that pony ever so slightly.
Oh, hey, it looks like Benjamin's going to do the same play, so he's got this one down. He actually gets the pass now from the right to the left, brings it back from the left to the right, and catches 2 very strong defensive players on a right-of-way violation as when he hit that ball to the right, they needed to give him one play.
Correct.
Second player met him without giving that play up. And look at this. On his own, he's taking the ball from 170 yards from goal down to an open goal penalty shot.
Clever player, clever player. So, with the number 2 then. Sharma. Just running out of steam, did not hit that cleanly. A little bit unlucky.
On the 3 there, a little bad luck. Is that ball just going to drop about 10 yards in front? 40-yard shot there. This will be a change of, this will be a possession play in favor of the Roseview Farm, Woodmere.
And that ball not quite getting to the intended attacking player. Maybe a second chance here. And again, now, who came across whose line? Was it the number 2? Let's have another close look at this. You see he picks it up.
Yeah, he's going to turn around and meet this play, and needs to give one play as the number 4, changing the right away there. Yeah, on the play. It can be a little difficult sometimes for the player meeting here, thinking that he's turning across away from the line, but actually as he turned, his horse is in front, and I think that's where a lot of players they get mixed up here. It doesn't seem to look like that to them on the field, which I can understand. It could be, and so he's going to get caught in the right-of-way violation. Now the shoe's on the other foot. They're going to go ahead and bring this one down the opposite direction. And this is a great opportunity. 60-yard penalty for the Roseview Farms. Woodmere. See if they can capitalize on this penalty shot. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Juan Villamil to do the honors on the big gray pony.
Oh, he's hit it cleanly. But just out to the, well, from the drone footage, just out to the left-hand side. So on the field, out to the right-hand side. But he hit it nice. So a little bit unlucky there. And that means TuffRider, beg your pardon, have possession once again, and Agustin Obregon working it. Gets it beyond the 60-yard line. A lot of space there on the right-hand side. The first challenge coming in now from Alex Burkland. But Obregon is going to try and do this one by himself on the near side. Back to his stick side. He's got 2 players. He's trying to wiggle his way through. Left behind, Obregon going out the way. The younger of the 2, of course. And then
Vilgre.
I was going to say Joaquin Vilgre picking up that opportunity and making it 4 goals to 1.5.
Yeah, so hindsight here, this is exactly the way TuffRider needs to play. Remember, they're trying to get to the semifinals. And they gotta, if they win, they're going to have to make it to a shootout at first. But mixing it up is what they're going to want if they get to the semis. And right now, everybody on the field has scored a point.
And we're down to the last, we're within the last nearly 30 seconds. Maybe another run here for Roseview Farms. Obregon will hammer it and try and clear it. And he went for the shot under the neck. Not an easy one to do, Villamil. And that'll bring us to the end of Chukka number 2. So, 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second. Bit of work to do for Roseview Farms Woodmere. When we return, make sure you stay with us here for this very exciting Metropolitan Cup 6 goal 2026 right here on CTV Sports.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckles and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and you know, huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
I mean, the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Welcome back, everybody, and a very good afternoon. My name is Jan-Erik Frank, and I'm delighted to be sitting next to the one and only, the man with so many talents. What's your name again?
Hey, how are you, Jan? Dale Schwetz, nice to be back with you.
Thank you.
Side by side. And preparing for an amazing, well, we're actually in the middle, or in the 2025 season here, and the Metropolitan Cup. And this is nail-biting time. Everybody's queued up for these semifinals coming in. 9 teams, so you can imagine all the polo that has been played. I want to thank all the sponsors and teams that played here in the Metropolitan Cup. The bracket system, A and B, they did the cross bracket, as we have a few players still getting ready. In the cross bracket, we had the Mangor Pony Up team. We have, at your watch right now, Roseview Farms and Woodmere. And then the Polo School, they were bracket A. Bracket B, Three Graces, Polo. TuffRider and Continuum, who we saw earlier. Bracket B was very, very strong. Three Graces, they went 3-0. Continuum went 3-0. And now we're waiting to see what happens here with TuffRider. At the moment, they are 2-0. This Roseview team Woodmere, they were edged out of every game only by a little bit. They lost to Continuing in overtime, Yan. 5 chuckers. It was a great game. So they were right there. But bracket C was the final bracket. They played within the bracket. Smithfield Farms, they won the bracket. They went first place. We had Rosalinda Polo, Gracita Holmes, and Victory Polo. Victory Polo, they came in second. So they went directly to the semis. And they are waiting to see which team they'll play. Number 1 will play against number 2 in a cross bracket for the semifinals. And if TuffRider is to win, we will have a shootout sometime tomorrow. I was talking to our polo manager, Cale Newman. He's waiting to see, of course, what happens, because if the Roseview Farm Woodmere, if they pull out the win here, then it would be 3 Graces and Continuum, and they would go to net goals to see how they rank first and second for the semis. We're going to start this second half off with a open goal penalty, and a great shot there by Alex Burkland. As we have our team, if you're just joining us for our second half, welcome. Metropolitan Cup. We have the Roseview Farms Woodmere team with Abigail Fry, Alex Burkland, Pablo Dorgnac, and Juan Villamil. TuffRider in the black and white with Benjamin Obregon, Timmy Sharma, Joaquin Vilgre, and Agustin Obregon.
And they definitely had the better of the 2 halves. This is, of course, the beginning of second half. They scored a total of 4 goals, a goal coming from Timmy and Benjamin Obregon in the first chuck. And speaking of Benjamin Obregon, no sooner had that goal been scored by Alex Burkland, and the answer coming straight back, Benjamin Obregon picking up his 2nd of the match.
So Benjamin scored, Yan, in the second game. He scored 2 goals in as quick as you can get it done. They bowled the ball in. He got the ball out of the bowl and went down and scored. They came back to center, threw the ball back in.
Did the same again.
Went the other way. Very good around the goal. He has that nice little easy shot and is playing very well.
And now then, could this be the answer? Well, it looked like they had won that throw-in, but struggling a little bit to control that ball. Eventually, he does calm it down. At least Pablo Dorgnac does. Gets the support once again from Villamil downfield. And a little bit out to the right-hand side. What's he going to do here? Nicely turned. Still the man with the number 2, Alex Burkland. Picking up that penalty too just a few moments ago. Has his pocket picked by Joaquin Vilgre. And once again, the black and yellows, Roseview Farms Woodmere steal it back. Very short-lived. And picked up now by Vilgre. Vilgre will try and run it and work it a little bit. Surrounded there by yellow shirts. Making his way up, anticipating a pass. It didn't quite get through. Oh, actually, no, look, he's come back. And I like this about this young player, Benjamin Obregon. Not only is he technically very, very strong, but he has an ability at this young age to read the play so well. Immediately stopped where he was going. He was anticipating to, to play the attacking role. And now then for the finishing touch here from the number 2. Elegantly done, very well done by Timmy Sharma.
Back and forth, this is what they do. Benjamin scores, then Timmy takes over, and they work well together. Look at who's right behind them, Benjamin and Timmy.
Yeah.
Very well stroke right there. I love the little putter stroke. Yeah, I forgot to say that David Sloan actually was playing, plays with the Roseview Farms Woodmere team, and Abigail Fry playing in his place. He's actually played in the games. And I'm not sure if Dave took him out. He did take a fall, but he was okay. But I want to give a shout out to David. It's nice having him here. And plays a lot of polo in the Mashomak Polo Club in the summer. And remember, if you do want to play polo in the summer, well, you've seen the ads, the Aspen Valley Polo Club. You go to aspenvalleypoloclub.com, and you get all your information to set up to play polo in the summer, July into September, up at the beautiful Aspen Valley Polo Club. And looks like that's going to take us to our courtesy change here in the third checker.
Indeed, and those courtesy changes, which I'm also glad to say seems to have manifested itself, that the players do try and make an effort to come back within 45 seconds to a minute. They're very, very quick.
We've been working. Actually, the players have done a great job. It's early in our season, but the players do understand that it is like a, I guess, our polo manager Kel Newman, he had great, good analogy would be a pit stop, in car racing.
Yep.
You know, you want to try to do as quick as possible. It is a timeout for the horses, but if needed, of course, we take care of the two-legged athlete, and the players have done a fantastic job keeping it moving.
And away we go, back to the halfway line. The ball's thrown into play by our umpire, our Argentine high-class umpire, Esteban Ferrari. And beautiful images here brought to you here on CTV Sports as slowly the sun is setting over on the far side. On the move again, Benjamin Obregon. Again, the ability how he reads the play. Now he has to switch over onto the near side. Had a bit of a stick there from Juan Villamil, stopping him in his tracks. Little backhand fake as it's turned around by Senor Dorgnac. 2 sticks up in the air. And that'll stop the action at 2:38. Looked relatively straightforward to me there, Dale. What did you make of that?
I'm not sure if the ball broke or something. It looked like Dorgnac picked the ball up, like there's something wrong with it. Yep, they could throw that ball off.
It was
They might go with a fair play ball play here. I think you're going to go with a fair play possession, the broken ball on the play there, Jan.
Yeah.
There's something definitely wrong with the ball.
Yeah, because there was no foul. There was
Well done, Pablo, flipping it up in the air there. A little circus polo. And, so a possession, of course, if the ball does break when you're playing, then you'll go to a bowl-in, or you're allowed to play the larger piece, which a lot of people don't realize. If the ball does break, play the larger piece until you hear the whistle.
Sure.
Because you can score a goal with the larger piece.
Absolutely.
A lot of players, some people, new players, aren't sure of that rule. In this case, we had a broken ball. They had possession. Players knew it was broke, so they went with the fair play possession, and away we go.
And that is only just going to go out to the right-hand side. A nice power drive there by Pablo Dorgnac as we approach the 2-minute mark remaining here in this penultimate third chukker. If you've just joined us, the team in the white, TuffRider, currently in the lead, been very consistent. 2 goals in every chukker, the first and in the second, and so far already 2 in the third. And 2 of those goals coming from this young man in the red helmet with the number 1 on his shirt there, Benjamin Obregon, equally Timmy Sharma. But now it could be Senor Dorgnac, Pablo Dorgnac. He will try and finish this. Pablo Dorgnac, well, he makes it look so easy, but at 4 goals, you'd think so. So a very important goal here with a little less than a minute and a half remaining in chukker number 3 for Pablo Dorgnac.
Yeah, smooth play here by Pablo. He knows Benjamin's, going to stay on him. He gets on you and he rides you pretty hard. So he actually set him up pretty well. He put him on the left side, made it look like he was going right, flipped it back to the left, and then pushes him wide, which means that Benjamin's got to switch sides. And by that time, Pablo's in a comfort zone.
So clock stopping there at 59.2 seconds. Not sure we have a tack issue, but not all the players have made it back to the halfway line for that next throw-in. And as you can see, the scoreline 6-3.5. Remember that half a goal given to Roseview Farmers Woodmere based on their 5-goal team handicap versus the 6th goal of TuffRider.
Yeah, like you said, just bad luck on it. It's so competitive when you go team to team and you break it down through the games. There were no blowouts through the 9 teams. As I said, this black and gold team, the Roseview Farms Woodmere team, was actually the first game I umpired in it. Jan, and 6-goal polo. I was like, what? It was just up and down the field and back and forth. And the overtime chukker went into 3 minutes. And, that's how close the tournament was. That one loss will edge them out and put them in a position where they needed to hope for somebody to lose. And they just kept rolling. And that's where we're sitting. So at the moment, though, well, down by, they still got time here, Jan. I mean, talking chukker left and 3.5 6. So let's see if they can finish strong here.
Yeah, not only that, you could see just now on your screens that Pablo Dorgnac was somehow holding his arm. Looked like he might have had a little bit of a knock. He's able to play on. Down comes the hammer on the near side by Juan Villamil. Alex Burkland tried to extend it and send it a bit further downfield, but well, those are the kind of mistakes you cannot afford, because Timmy Sharma will pick up his 3rd goal of the match.
Yeah, it's pretty set up well how they do it. I mean, you see the rotation by the number 1 and 2. They honor each other very well.
Yeah, and it's clever play.
Young Benjamin and Timmy, and they just read off each other very well. One guy sacrifices, the other guy picks up the goal, shoots it, and that's a big goal right now. You want to have a little bit of a lead going into this final chukker. So we'll get everybody set up for our 4th and final chukker. See if Roseview Farms Woodmere here can give them a run, or will TuffRider hold on and make it to the 3-way shootout tomorrow.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Welcome back, one and all, to the Metropolitan Cup. I'm alongside the one and only Dale Schwetz. Dale, what a great chukker we saw just now. 5 goals after a goalless chuck for Roseview Farmers Woodmere. 2 goals picked up by TuffRider in that second chukker, but chukker number 3, very close. 3 goals to 2, TuffRider just edging further forward, leading by 7 to 3.5.
Yeah, they're keeping the pressure on. They're taking this very, very serious. And I agree. I would not give much room here to the black and yellow. They are very strong. They can come back at any time here, and they're good from the penalty line also. So they want to finish strong. They got a good little lead. Let's see if they can hold it.
So on the halfway line, the man who we thought, and we're very happy, has not sustained a serious injury, Pablo Dorgnac. He was caressing or rubbing his arm or his shoulder just right before him in the last minute of that last chukker. He's going to take a long-distance drive, and that, I think, we can definitely put that down as a Remington. There really wasn't much in it, just going out on that left-hand sided post. Would have been exactly the kind of start to chukker number 4 that Roseview Farmers Woodmere would have needed. But it's going to be this young man, Agustin Obregon, plays it over to his nephew Benjamin, who has been a delight to watch here this afternoon. Little backhand shot coming there from Villamil. Again, Dorgnac, nicely played up to Burkland. Alex Burkland straight away gets a visit from Obregon. And Obregon coming out on top. Dorgnac coming in for a bit of a bump and a ride off there. But again, playing it out on his stick side. Clever play here by Obregon. And look at this, precision in motion here. Obregon to Obregon. Benjamin up to the front door. Gets a hook, very unlucky there, as Timmy Sharma would have been away had he not been stopped in his tracks. Turned once more here by the yellow and black by Villamil. Straight underneath the pony, but a perfect pick-up here for Abigail Fry. Abigail, second touch, well done. Working it closer and closer. Obregon just hovering there. Should have had to intervene, but there was no need. Ball goes out of play.
Great stroke. Abigail pulled the team nicely.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and I love the way she keeps that out in front of her, you know, as the speed continues and you get going faster. Bring that little approach shot to the left, I tell her. That's all I say. Bring it to the left so you don't put as much pressure on your final shot. But great run.
Turn around again by Dorgnac. He wants to try and have another go at this, looking for a little bit of a gap, and the shot coming from Alex Burkland. Has he overcooked it? The under the neck shot. Well, he's kept it in play. Well done, Alex. Looking for a yellow shirt, and there is that backhand, and I believe that was Abigail Fry once again. Dorgnac, yeah, he knew he was going to get blown on that one.
Yeah, Val got caught his hand in the cookie jar there. He knew he did. He was just trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And see what they decide where they go. The belly shot was perfectly placed, and the Abigail got there, and I think you get called back there actually.
Yeah,
so they're going to drop on a couple different little fouls right there in front. But you got to go for it. You're down by some goals, and see what they go with. They might go with the one. Are they going to go with the one here? Looks like they are going to go with the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not on the board yet, so maybe they're just going to the center with it. And we'll make sure we check that.
Well, there's the drive from the halfway line, and it's a deep drive down, looking for Benjamin Obregon. Pablo Dorgnac was a very busy afternoon at the office here. Uh-oh, little mistake, and away we go with Roseview Farms Woodmere. Burkland, nice pickup, gets it over the halfway line, looks over his shoulder. Composure now is important. Head down, follow through, working it, and well played, Alex Burkland.
Yeah, Alex plays very well. He's very steady. I think he thrives on his defense first, but he's such a strong rider. But you can see this is it. He goes to goal. He's very controlled, very relaxed, keeps the ball nice and close. You know, I mean, just a very strong player as an A-rated player.
Well, let's have a look at the clock here as they go into their courtesy change. Umpires on the half line will have just blown the whistle, 3:07. And at the moment here in chukker number 4, Roseview Farms Woodmere lead by 1-0. But will it be enough, Dale? It is 4.5-7.
Yeah, well, you know, this is TuffRider. Timmy Sharma done a great team with Obregon, Vilgre, and Obregon. They play well together. It's going to be tough. They're going to have to, just if this team gets better and better. Well, the one thing that we've seen today for sure, Yan, and we can put it in the stats, is that, well, we haven't seen Three Graces play because they played some of their games earlier, but they were boom, 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 boom. Another team just got better every game. So I don't think we've seen the
full potential.
Yeah, the potential. And then Continuing is the same way. I still think they're playing better. TuffRider seems to be playing the same way. The Smithfield Farms team, I felt the same on all their games. They had an opportunity to umpire one of their games and announce them, and they seem the same way. And Victory, these teams that are all going to have an opportunity, we're going to see if they peak. And they say best time to peak is during the semifinals.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, it'll be very interesting to see because I think the way the semifinals will be set up now, and let's just for the moment say that TuffRider will get their 3-0. It will make for very, very interesting polo, of course, here.
See if they get a goal a minute here. Might get lucky.
Yeah, well, that would be. I mean, we know that these sort of things can happen.
They got the .5 in place, right? So,
yeah, and that can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
In front of goal, and Pablo nearly got a piece of it. And again, look at him coming out of nowhere. Alex Burkland back to Villamil, gives it back to Dorgnac, back to Villamil. He's in front of a goal, knocking on the door. Just the finishing touch, and Obregon. And he will now, I'm sure, run that clock down as far as he possibly can, holding on to possession for as long as he possibly can. It's a two-man race, the two number 4s, Obregon and Villamil battling it out. Dorgnac tries to get a piece of it. He's back again, Alex Burkland.
Great pace here at the end of this game.
Yep, and look at this perfect ball now for Abigail. Good touch. Over the halfway line she goes. Still Abigail, but she's got traffic coming in on her stick side. Timmy Sharma there. Benjamin will clear it. We're down to 1:45 left to play, and in the right place at the right time, Pablo Dorgnac.
Yeah, good runs there, back and forth. That worked in favor, though, of the TuffRider team. All that time was ticking away on the clock. Yeah, so the runs, the 2 coast-to-coast runs. Once again, good runs by both teams. Great save by Agustin Obregon to start the first run, and then he almost made a coast-to-coast. Left it on the field. Went back the other way. I thought Abigail was going to get a run, and then... Yeah, it was just back and forth, but the clock goes tick, tick, tick. We're going to go to a minute.
So, 5.5 to 7. And Benjamin Obregon, you give him a chance like that. Slightly overcooked it. Picked up and turned. Villamil. And they're racing against the clock now. That's a bit unfortunate because it feels like they really came to their own, especially towards the second half of this fourth and final chucker. Nicely done. Cleared by Timmy Sharma. Obregon beaten there by Dorgnac. Pablo Dorgnac. Be nice if they pick up another one just before they finish. Pablo Dorgnac, just a little, what do you call it? Putt-putt golf, isn't it? When you just putt it.
Putt-putt, you got it.
Just puts it through. And that'll be his third of the match as they shake hands. I think they both understand that time has just run out. So finishing strong within half a goal, TuffRider.
Yeah, they still only edged them out.
Just, but you called it again. You said, by half a goal, and it's happened again.
So he's so close. Well, there you go. So, well, stage is set. Well, the stage is coming to be set. We still have a lot to go, but we do have, for sure, we know the stage is set on the shootout. So 3 Graces Polo and Bracket B, TuffRider, and Continuing are going to get organized, and they'll set up their shootout, and we'll decide who out of those 3 teams will play against Smithfield Farms and Victoria Polo in the semifinals. So make sure you check all our listings on that. I think they're probably going to do that shootout tomorrow. Want to get all 3 teams organized. So for Jan, Eric, Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports. So I say thank you for making us the leaders of polo broadcasting. And always remember here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.